We have to change from doubter to believer.
Welcome to DTBTV. This is my predicted lineup for the match against Leicester City, and I'll go through each player individually as to why I think these will play, and let's see what you think. Add your thoughts to the comments, and let's go. So, sticking with the usual in goal, Alisson. He needs our support, he needs our backing. So Alisson stays in goal because he's our best keeper and he's had one bad game since we signed him. So I think he deserves the respect and the love that Klopp will surely give him. Just before I actually go on to the left back, rest in peace to Mrs. Klopp. That is a horrible, horrible thing. And I'm sure she's been poorly for quite a bit of time. So Klopp has looked very down. So our thoughts are with Jurgen and the whole Klopp family, from all of the fan base, I'm sure. So yeah, so rest in peace to Mrs. Klopp. Yeah, so Alisson in goal. I think you'll all agree with that. I don't think anybody's going to argue that. I know a lot of people, you can't be calling for a new goalkeeper after basically one bad performance. He needs a bit of love. Our number one. Left back, the usual, Andrew Robertson. Obviously love the man. He does need to pick up his form a little bit. It hasn't been as good as it should be, but he'll get there. And I said this against Manchester City, and he should have started, and that's Kabach. He has to play now. There is no point a top defender that, let's not get it twisted, was around about 40 million pound defender, 50 million pound defender. Now we can get him for 18 million. There's no point loaning him if we don't play him. He has to start against Leicester, because what have we got to lose? It clearly isn't working with Henderson and Fabinho at centre back. So Kabach, get him to develop an understanding now with Fabinho. So it's Fabinho and Kabach, my centre half pairing, and I'd go for them based on the fact that this guy, I've got a good feeling about Kabach. I don't know why, I just have this really good feeling that he's going to come in, look solid, be strong in the tackle. I've heard he's got a bit about him. I've heard he's got a little bit of a temper about him, and I like that. That's what you need as a top centre half, a little bit of aggression. So Kabach and Fabinho has to be my pairing at the back, Trent at right back. So Alisson in goal, Robbo left back, Kabach, Fabinho and Trent. Midfield three. Has to start this man, Curtis Jones. He has to start. Fantastic player, brilliant on the ball, great with his movement, great with his setup playing, first touches and stuff like that. I think the lad will grow and grow and grow. He has a lot of balls as a player, very good on the ball. Get Curtis Jones starting. Thiago, disgusting the grief he's getting. He is not at fault that when he joined Liverpool they lost all of their centre backs. Are you telling me if we had Virgil van Dijk at centre back with Gomez or Matip that he won't be flourishing in that midfield? He is. He's still brilliant on the ball. That's what we signed him for. It's not his fault that behind him there's no protection. If Liverpool were winning games now every week, you wouldn't even be questioning Thiago. It's just because he's a new signing, and that's it. With no defenders, it's not going to work, is it? So that's got to be the starting defence with Curtis Jones, Thiago and Henderson in the midfield. Henderson has to get back into midfield. We have lost our engine. He's too far back. He can't get hold of the game like Gerrard used to by the scruff of the neck. Even with Gerrard used to do it by the scruff of the neck, by his ability to change the game. Hendo can do it with his vocal ability to affect all areas of the pitch from a central point. So Jones, Thiago and Hendo in the midfield three. Up front, this is going to be a bit surprising. Bobby on the bench just for this game. I just think at the end of the day, Leicester are going to be good on the ball and all that, and I think we need somebody to open up the attack a little bit more. So I've gone for Shaqiri. I've gone for Shaqiri behind Mane and Salah. I just think that Bobby, he's admitted he's suffering without the support of the fans. He's probably one of them players that needs. This backs up what I'm saying here. What did he do when he scored the header against Tottenham? That was his best performance of the season. It's because the fans were there, and when he celebrated, he ran straight to the cop. Some players They feed off the atmosphere. They feed off the fans. It gives them an extra. I've played Sunday League before, and when there's a few people on the touchline, you raise your game because people are watching. You drop when there's nobody there. It's just how it is. Some players can cope with it. Some players can't. Bobby can't. Bobby will see the real Bobby when we're back, I think. But he can still come in. But I'm going to go for Shaqiri. Mane and Salah up front. That's my opinion. So a 4-3-1-2. And again, I never get the team lineup right because I don't think anybody does at the moment. But that's my team. Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold right back. Fabinho, Kabach, Andrew Robertson, Curtis Jones, Thiago and Henderson in midfield with Salah and Mane with Shaqiri just behind them in the 10 role. You'll never walk alone.